I'm Coach Dishan, an original strength coach based in the San Francisco Bay Area. And today I'd like to talk to you about cross-crawling. Cross-crawling is simply moving opposite arm and the opposite leg together in a coordinated fashion. So why would we want to do this? Well, we as humans, we are designed to operate in what we call a contralateral manner, meaning being very coordinated in moving opposite limb, opposite arm, and opposite leg together. And if you think about it, this is being used in all sorts of movement, like walking, running, crawling, lots of different things. And the better we are at this movement, the more coordinated we are, the better we can do in any kind of physical activity. So today I'd like to talk about one variant, which is simply touching the opposite arm to the opposite leg. Okay? So the first version of this is simply touching the right hand to the left leg and the left hand to the right leg. Okay? So you can just do this by taking a break, standing up, just doing this for either time or a number of reps, number of times you've touched the opposite leg. Doesn't matter, whatever works for you. Okay? So when we touch, what this allows us to do is it creates that connection between this hand and this and some skin on the and nerves on the opposite leg, right? And then we get a nice loop connection and closure, right? So that we know that we are moving this arm and this leg, and this arm and this leg. Okay. The next variant of this, which is a little bit more advanced, is simply, well, now let's touch the forearm to the opposite leg. Okay, what's the difference between this and touching the hand? Well, this requires a little bit more coordination and also a little bit more mobility in your structures, in your spine, in your hips, okay, and the ability to actually flex the muscles from your opposite shoulder down to your to the opposite hip, okay, so that these can close the space between the two. So if you're not used to doing this, then you may find it hard to actually get your knee up high enough to touch further up on the arm. So as you can imagine, after touching the forearm, the next level is what we maybe call the ultimate level, is touching the elbow to the opposite knee, or up this part of the bottom of the thigh. So boom, 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 boom. So in order for this to happen, you have to lift the knee high enough to meet the oncoming opposite elbow. Okay? We also have to twist in the spine enough to bring the elbow over. Okay? And whenever we do this, we want to maintain a nice straight neutral spine. Now it's tempting to kind of cheat and bend, to get it like this. That kind of shows a lack of mobility. So what we're going to do is keep straight, okay, keep stabilized, and see if you can do cross-crawling by maintaining a straight spine. Okay, and that's the standing version of this cross-crawling. You can also do it sitting down. If you're sitting at work or something, taking a break, just merely touch the opposite, the hand touches the opposite leg a few times. And if you're flexible enough, you can even get to the elbows. Okay? So many different ways and positions you can do this. It's a great exercise. Even try it before you go and do some movement. I train a lot of swimmers, and oftentimes when I'm trying to train them to do what we call the 2-beat kick, it involves using the kick to launch the opposite arm in freestyle. I will have them try it, and if they can't do it, then I'll have them cross-crawl in the water for a while. And I'll just sit there and have them do it. I'll do it with them. And then I'll have them swim it again. And all of a sudden, wow, a lot of times they actually somehow regain that coordination of using the opposite arm while kicking sending the arm out, but kicking the opposite leg in coordination to generate more energy across the body to swim better. So lots of applications across all kinds of different sports. I encourage you to try it. Cross crawling is a great exercise for taking a break or any kind of thing. It's great for repatterning yourself and making sure you rebuild that coordination that's within all of us.